Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about why most men can't keep women happy. So this is more of a relationship advice video. And first of all, I want to, before we get into this, I just want to make a little disclaimer here. I like to teach things and I like to coach things that you can apply, that you can change within yourself. Because yes, we can sit here and debate about what women should be doing, and the problems of why women can't stay happy or things to that effect. But there's nothing actionable there. There's nothing coachable there. And as a coach, it is my destiny, as my job to show you what you can do, so at least you know that you've showed up in the best way that you possibly can, so that you can sleep easy if things go sideways with a woman who you just can't seem to keep happy no matter what you do. So let's talk about these things that you personally can do to keep a woman more happy with you. And if you do all these things, and you do all these things consistently, and you remember to do these things, then if a woman appears not to be very happy with you, still, even if you're putting in all these changes and all this effort, then it's probably best for you to walk away. So the first thing that I want to get into is with the first reason why some men can't keep women happy is Mr. Fix-It. The Mr. Fix-It mode. And this is an issue that is talked about in a book called Women Are From Venus and Men Are From Mars, or Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, that book by John Gray, right? And basically what the idea is, the concept of Mr. Fix-It is if a woman has an issue or a problem, or they want to talk to their guy, they want to talk to their man, then one of the problems that happens is he tries to fix the problem for her, And that's a sensible thing. You see your girl in pain, you see your wife in pain, you see your girlfriend in pain, she's upset about something, you want to alleviate the pain. So what you do is you offer a solution. But a lot of the time, women just want a soundboard. They want you to validate her feelings. They want you to get mad or get angry or get sad with her. So for example, if she's upset about something, what she really wants from you most of the time is for you to listen, to be a soundboard, and to validate her feelings, and to say, oh my God, that sucks. Basically, she wants you to share in that experience with her. Now, that doesn't mean that you allow whatever she's upset about to bring you down, but you sit at it from a standpoint of, I know that the reason she's coming to me is because she just wants to vent. So I'm just going to allow her to vent. I'm going to show some frustration with her so she feels like her feelings are validated. Whereas if she comes up to you and she's upset, and she is really upset about something, and you try and fix it for her, and you offer this very easy solution of how to fix her problem, she then might feel silly for feeling sad or for feeling worried about it, when in reality she just wanted to let off some steam. I guess you could think of it in this way, like maybe if you see like two men talking about their wives, right? And let's say they're kind of complaining about their wives, right? They're sitting there complaining because it feels good to complain about it. They're not saying, oh, you should just dump her straight away. They want to sit there and just and gossip, right? And moan, right? They want to sit there and just whine about their relationship. And that's what she's doing. She just wants to come to you so you can both whine together about the situation that she's in. And then when you can sense that now she's talked about it and when she feels better, then you can go into Mr. Fix-It mode. But always assume that if your woman is angry, upset, or frustrated about anything, that she just wants you to vent with her and to, so, if she's like upset about something, you go, oh my God, that sucks. I can't believe that. That's so awful. You must feel really bad. That's terrible. I would feel the same way. That's what she wants from you. She wants to hear things to that effect, and she wants you to dig deeper. So ask her about like, okay, so what else happened? How did it make you feel? What's going on? Tell me more about it, And then, you share in that too, and you're like, oh yeah, God, yeah, that really sucks. I can't believe that, And then when you start to see that she feels better and she's vented, you can say, well, would you like my opinion on what you should do, or would you just rather just carry on talking about it? And she'll let you know, she'll tell you. But first of all, assume that she just wants a soundboard and she just wants you to validate her feelings. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of men can't keep women happy, because they go into Mr. Fix-It mode straight away without letting her vent and without being that soundboard and helping her validate those feelings that she's going through. Okay, so the next reason why most men can't keep women happy is because there's no more novelty in the relationship, okay? So you don't do any more new things with each other. You have sex the same way. Everything is turned really routine, okay? And as human beings, we like variety, okay? And women especially like variety in their relationship, okay? So they want to have new experiences with you. They don't always want to have sex in the same position every single time. They want to try new things out, okay? Especially if you're having intimacy issues, okay? So just shake things up a little bit. It can just be one small change that can actually reignite the spark and make her want to do it more, okay? So just try and add new things into the sex routine and into your intimacy, into your relationship, so you go to different places. Don't always have the same date. So let's say you have a date night on Fridays, which is great, you should do that, but you always do the same thing. You go to the same restaurant, and then you go to the movies, and then you come home, and then you have sex, and then it's the same routine each time. Do something new. Instead of going out for dinner, why not just go to maybe a food hall or something like that, and then go and do something else. Go bowling, or go and play some crazy golf or something like that, or just go and do something else. Go play darts, go play snooker, do something different, okay? And just try and shake things up a bit and put some novelty into the relationship, okay? Because one of the reasons why she might not be happy with you is because she can sense that you're not putting effort into the relationship anymore. More than likely, when you first met each other, okay, you did lots of different things together, okay? And because and when it comes to sex as well, because you're still figuring out what each other likes, you're trying all different positions and all that kind of stuff, and it was exciting. There was novelty, there was discovery there, okay? And it was the same with when you were going out places and doing things together. It was all new, it was all different. You was taking her here, you was taking her there, you was doing all these different things, you was trying new foods. Maybe you would even do something where you would just stay at home and cook together and bake things. You was doing lots of new things. And then you slipped into a routine, and it became a thing where nothing new ever happened, okay? So you got to bring some novelty into your relationship, because if a woman can see that you're just taking her to the same places, doing the same things with her over and over again, she feels that you're not putting any effort into the relationship. And because you're not putting any effort into the relationship, and she sees you as the leader, right, then she doesn't feel like putting any effort into the relationship anymore. She goes by your energy, by your leadership, okay? So remember that, okay? So another thing, which I kind of touched on a little bit, which is dating, right? If you're no longer taking her out, if you're no longer dating her, that's one of the reasons why she may become unhappy with you. Because what you've got to remember is this, and this is really important, and you should ingrain this phrase into your brain, and that is the way you got your girlfriend is how you keep your girlfriend. Okay, so if you used to do lots of things together, okay, you have to go back to that. Now, of course, when you've got more, maybe you've got more responsibilities now, maybe you've got a few pets, you've got a few kids, whatever it may be, you've got more responsibilities at your job, you're working longer hours, you're probably going to have less time than what you did, for whatever reason, than you did at the beginning of the relationship. But it still stands, okay? You still got to try and fit in dating her more. Now, you may be dating her less than what you did at the beginning, but you're still dating her. You're still taking her out. So it may be that you go out every Friday, and that's great. Try and stick to that. Keep doing that. But remember to remember the novelty thing. You've got to try and do different things. Do different things together to create it and make it more fresh and exciting for her. Okay? And exciting for you too, because more than likely you're probably a bit bored too. If you keep on doing the same things over and over again, it'll be interesting to do something different, okay? Bring some novelty. But remember that you have to keep on dating your wife and your girlfriend, okay? Yes, you may have to be dating her less because of the responsibilities that you now have, but you've still got to try. Maybe that you've only got a couple of days or evenings a month where you can do it, but if you've got those couple of evenings, then take full advantage of those evenings, okay? And try to remember how you was at the beginning of the relationship with her. You know, how would you touch her? How would you hold her? How would you talk to her? What kind of things would you be doing? And try to replicate that throughout your entire relationship together, okay? So make sure you keep on dating your partner. And that's why most men can't keep women happy, because they stop dating and courting their girlfriend or wife, okay? And therefore, again, she feels like, oh, he doesn't put any effort into me. She remembers the time when you took her somewhere, and you no longer do that. I remember once I was talking to a family member, and she was complaining about her husband. And she was saying like, oh, you know, when we first met, he used to take me out to we used to go on these little cabin holidays in the woods, and he never does these things anymore with me. And she was genuinely upset and sad. She was like, it's almost like he doesn't care anymore. Okay. And that's one of the reasons why women, while she feels sad, why she's not happy with him, because she feels like he's not happy with her anymore. Okay. So then the last thing that I want to get into is no presence. There's no presence. So this is one of the reasons why most men can't keep women happy. They're too preoccupied with their phone, the news, other activities, and basically when their woman comes and talks to them, they're too busy on their phone to pay attention to her. And she may be saying stuff to him and he's not listening. He's just going, just like kind of like making grunting noises, okay? She wants your presence. So when your woman is talking to you and she's coming up to you and she's got problems and she's got issues, you got to, or she just wants to talk to you. It may not be there's even a problem. She just wants to chat. You got to stop whatever it is that you're doing and give her your full attention. Okay? So that's what presence is. You got to give, because she'll know if your like mind is scattered. Like if you're listening to her but you're focused on your phone. She wants your full undivided attention, especially if she wants to talk to you about something really important. Okay? So with that being said, these are the things that you can personally do. These are the coachable things that you can start applying to your life. Okay, you can start testing these out if you feel like your wife or girlfriend isn't happy with you. Now, what I would say is start doing these things consistently for about 3 months. And if you still feel like she's unhappy and she's still complaining, okay, or she's, still wants to leave, whatever it may be, okay, then maybe it's a good idea to let it go, because now you've done everything that you possibly can think of to try and fix the relationship, to try and bring the romance and the spark back. And if things haven't gotten better within 3 months of doing this consistently, then you may need to reconsider your options and whether or not it's a good idea to stay in the relationship, because maybe she's just a woman that just can never be happy. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. And if you feel like you can't afford coaching or anything like that, that's fair enough. There's plenty of free videos here on my YouTube channel that you can watch, and you can also coach yourself by going to www.christineloveridge.com and reading my book, Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams. Yes, this is primarily a dating book, but there are sections on keeping the magic alive in a relationship. There's also things about dealing with breakups too, which I highly recommend that you go and read, and you can go and coach yourself without paying a penny. So just go to www.christineloveridge.com. The link is in the description of this video, and then click on the menu on the website and then go to the book, and it'll take you straight to the PDF reader where you can start coaching yourself today for free. You don't have to sign in, you don't have to log into the website, you don't have to sign up for anything. It's just there as for you to read on the website. Okay, all you need is a Wi-Fi connection, which you clearly do, otherwise you might not be watching this video right now. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.